Hello, I'm Antonella di Matteo and I did my European Solidarity Corps project with SCI Catalunya in Barcelona.
Hi, my name is Cristinia and I'm working with Servei Civil Internacional de Catalunya in Barcelona and I'm volunteering in their office.
So I arrived in Barcelona and I started to work as a outgoing placement officer. So I helped one of the person that was working in SCI with the outgoing part of the work camps. And then I also took part in different local groups as Midicat, Entreterras and Depesa. So I worked in different fields. And I was also feeling very good because I saw that my work was appreciated and I also met a lot of people, local people, and it was really nice to create projects and activities together.
So mostly I was supporting incoming volunteers in our projects like work camps or training courses. I was also working with groups of activists, both locally and internationally. And towards the end, in the last months, I was also learning how to coordinate and facilitate certain projects while offering support to the team.
Yeah, I can see that after some months here, I really felt at home. So I really saw that the people that were working with me saw me as a member of a family. So it was really nice, and I also started to be more confident in doing what I was doing. So yeah, now I think I like a different person. I feel like more able to organize projects, to do stuff by myself. But I also always had a support from the people from the organization. So yeah, it was really good.
Yes, always. Because once you work with somebody in a social project or through volunteering, you can see not necessarily the moment that they start to change, but the moment that they start to question what they know, and you see in their eyes that they're like, oh, maybe this is not how I thought it would be. So you can see how their train of thoughts is changing and they're starting to pay attention to certain things that they used to take as default or that they didn't know where they were able to question. So yes, I see it changing every day in myself too.
Well, to be a volunteer for me is like all my life because it's been 9 years that I'm doing volunteering projects. So for me, it's something very important. Like it's a dream, but also like it's something that I do every day in small things or in big things, like creating projects from nothing. And I think that it's a very important part of my life, and it's very hard to explain because it's something that I'm doing for a long time, so it's something big.
Volunteering for me is personal and professional growth because mostly people think that they volunteer to help others or to help a cause or something like this, but you're actually doing it to help yourself because you're constantly challenging yourself, you're constantly checking where your limits are and how you can break them, you're just investing in yourself and in the world around you. So I think through volunteering, you're getting a lot more than you're actually giving. So it's growth for me.
Yeah, for sure, it was organizing chapter the Remembrance Week in Barcelona, because we talk about very heavy topics as exile, propaganda, extremism. So it was really hard to try to think about interesting activities for the participants, and it was also really hard then to face the reality because, of course, we know that we are living in a very particular way, very complex world, so it was really hard for me to think about it. But then when I saw that all the people, the participants were very satisfied for what I did, for what I created, like it was amazing. So yeah, I think that it's one of the most beautiful moments I lived.
It wasn't a specific moment, it was more a collection of moments. But during the last year, I had the chance to work a lot with the topics of gender and sexuality, feminism, and sustainability. And I started with offering support to different projects or helping in translating a gender and sexuality guide. But then I ended up wanting to know more about the topic. I also got involved into the writing of a protocol against sexist aggression. I translated a toolkit from English to Romanian related to gender and sexuality. So all this made me want to become more curious and to keep working with the topic. So 2 months ago, I actually ended up facilitating a training on the topic of LGBT phobia, and it made me want to keep working in the field. So it made me want to apply for a master's in gender and professional development. So I can say that I started working with the topic more actively here, and I started seeing how my passion was growing and how I could make a difference for myself and for the people around me. So this was the moment that I didn't want to be indifferent.